We are here at Jetwing Blue to conduct a training program for numerics on communications, leadership, teamwork, and self-motivation. Myself and Anderson are taking the lead. Abdul Rahman, Shadir, and Shabran are here in order to take care of the rest of it.
Sri Lanka has been under lockdown.
We all have had mixed emotions.
Somewhat hurt and not sure feeling.
We were silent and just like me, simply lost.
We all have been battling emotions. I want to share a different sense of emotion
and positivity that includes not just me,
but a family of progressive, like-minded people
who, under lockdown, just like you, decided to be productive despite uncertainty.
Pushed to being progressive despite resistance.
And gradually developed a never give up attitude.
An attitude to challenge our surroundings.
Question our beliefs of the world we live in.
Rethink the way we look at things.
Debate the fragments of the media.
Argue as to what education really is.
And smiled at the understandings in satisfaction.
So that smile was and is worthy a mile of progress.
We at Pufferfish are ready to embrace you
into a system of learning
where value is not based on how handicapped missions are.
Together, we improve our aspirations, meet inspirations
to form a better self-actualization and progress.
For we are people, and people make society.
And society needs the best, and that is you.
Empower to be empowered.
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 Hello world, and a very good evening to all of you, and welcome to our Milestones 1.2, where we are discussing and taking a lead step in how we are conducting sessions on the law for children on the ICP Junior platform. Together with me is our very own ICP Junior law coach, Rasha, who is joining us from this blessed island, Sri Lanka. Miss Rasha, where are you joining us from? Amazing, absolutely amazing. Miss Rasha joining us from the Soul City, Puttlam. from the soul city of Sri Lanka called Puttalam. That's absolutely amazing. So today, the learners of the program ICP Junior Law for their first evaluation are to present their ideas regarding a matter they find in their environment that they feel it's needed to be addressed by law in certain ways. So this is pretty much exciting. Please do give us a quick brief about the ICP Junior Law program, Ms. Rasha. Thank you. Thank you very much, Ms. Rasha, for giving us a good, amazing brief about that. Do you think it is great that we just get on into the program and the delivery of the learners right away? Super duper, excellent. Should I be introducing who the learner is and what it is they're going to deliver before you give a brief about it, or after I give the name, would you like to give a brief? Excellent. Thank you very much, Coach Rasha, for being supportive on that. We are having Mohammed Rifat, who will be talking about environmental pollution. What is it about? Mhm. All right. I have yet to see Mohammed Rifat in the studio. He's not available right now, but we are having Alia Maulana who will be talking on the Counter-Terrorism Act. A quick brief on that, please. Excellent. Do you? Is it okay if we bring in Alia Maulana immediately in to do her delivery? All right, Alia Maulana. Thank you so much for joining us on this
Hi.
particular edition. How are you, Alia?
Yes. Good evening, everyone. Good, alhamdulillah.
Excellent. Looking forward to hearing what it is that you have to share on the
May I start?
Counterterrorism Act of Sri Lanka, Alia Maulana. Yes, you may.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. I'm Alia. Today I am here to speak about PTA. No, not Parent Teacher Association, but Prevention of Terrorism Act. You might ask, what was the intention of PTA and who created it? Well, I will tell you the legacy. Alice McLean and Phoebe Harris found out that women were not treated properly. They had to stay in the house all the time. They could not vote for their president. They couldn't choose their own clothes, and so on. This gave Alice McLean and Phoebe Harris a mind. Why didn't women have this right? So they started PTA. PTA is Prevention of Terrorism Act. Prevention is not. So nowadays, people use it wrong. Police use it wrong. They arrest people for no reason. So it's like Terrorism Act and not really prevention. So I will give you my opinion about nowadays. Well, I think the PTA is wrong because nobody should be arrested for no reason. It is very rude and selfish of them. Some don't care and will never change. But all are not like that. I chose this topic because I want PTA to be used the correct way. Because if it is not used the correct way, it will be a very bad world that we live in. And we do not want to live in a very unhappy world. So how should the law be changed? It should be changed by the government. And whoever uses it wrong, they should learn a lesson or should be arrested. So we have some rights, and two of them are right to freedom and right to movement. If we're caught, we do not have right to freedom. Plus, right to freedom means not just freedom to wrong, but freedom to right. So, you might ask, why do they do it? They do it for money and pride. Because nowadays, with COVID, police have a lot of power in them. So, they can get more money and tell lies about the people. What do you think the affected people will feel? They'll feel frightened, sad, and worried about what will happen to them. How would those people get out of this situation, you may ask? If they have a lawyer, she or he can speak with the lawyer to court and get out. But what if you do not have a lawyer? Then you will have to inform a family member to tell the truth and get out. How will courts believe you? You can get a written contract of information that are innocent. Show your ID as well. As people, we cannot do any more. But hopefully, the PTA will one day be used correctly. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Alia Maulana, for sharing that amazing delivery about the Counterterrorism Act. I'd like to quickly listen to a few words from our coach, Rasha, Fisher Rasha, what she thinks about it. Over to you, Rasha. Thank you very Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Ali Maulana. Don't run away. Please join us backstage and we shall bring you in right at the end.
Sure.
Quite courageous, I must say, Coach Rasha, to express such true things indeed, where times where justice is very, very difficult to also to find. And let's face the truth, we all live in a nation somewhat what people would say is something like banana republic, and it is a very tough thing to say such things, but we all know that we have room for improvement if people want to find error with a statement. I always believe that we have room for improvement. Let's move on into Muniba Shuhaib, who will be catching up on hate speech. What is this particular topic on? Super duper. Thank you very much. Just quickly before I bring in Muniba Shuhaib, I'd like to request all of our audience watching us on YouTube, on Facebook, and LinkedIn. Please be kind enough to share in your thoughts in the comment section and network, and also get others onto this particular conversation, because this is purely for inspiration and learning purposes only, to inform, connect, and learn from these elements, and not in any other intention towards any other intended activity. This is purely learning basis. So Muniba Shuhaib, over to you.
Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Muniba Shuhaib, and today I will be talking about a topic that does not look like it needs any attention at all. It's hate speech. It looks like a topic that doesn't need any attention, and it doesn't look very deep, but it's very, very deep indeed. Why did I choose this topic? Because the people in my family have experienced what it does to the person it is directed to. What does hate speech have connected to law and the government? When we talk about the public trust doctrine and the social contract theory, it's about the people of the country entrusting the government with their safety and the environment, and the government giving them safety. So, when we're entrusting them with our environment, hate speech is something connected to our environment. There are laws against hate speech, such as the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, ICCPR for short. This law says that no one should plan or propagate war, and that no one should promote national, racial, or religious discrimination that can lead to violence. And so, what does planning and propagating war have connected to hate speech? Well, when you see psychologically, when somebody speaks against a community or a specific person, it erupts the person's mind, and it's like the person who spoke with hate is planning war. And there is the penal code. This law talks about the punishments for things such as hate speech, and they are imprisonment that can extend to 1 year, or a fine, or a person can be punished by both, by imprisonment and a fine. There are laws to stop hate speech, but why isn't hate speech stopping? Hate speech is something that has to be stopped. Why do people speak with hate? Because of jealousy, hatred, or even because they want to defame someone, which is something I don't think many of us like. Let's not defame our country. And why do we not want to defame Sri Lanka? Because Sri Lanka is a very beautiful country, and so is the rest of the world. So let's not defame our countries by letting the the way the people handle their tongues defame the country. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Muniba Shuhaib, for expressing that. I strongly believe that you have connected the dots on it, but it's up to your coach, Rasha, to give her comments. Over to you, Coach Rasha. Mhm. Indeed, Fisher Coach Rasha, I strongly believe in each and every point of it. I am wishing Munifa the very best. Munifa, you have something to say?
No, just thank you.
Thank you very much. We shall catch you soon. Please stick around with us backstage. All right. In the best interest of time and delivery, I see that we have had two amazing points being put forward, the Counterterrorism Act and also hate speech. We are waiting for Muhammad Rifat and also Ishaq Rishafi to do their deliveries on this. Ms. Rasha, could you please tell us a little bit more about what is the result if people join the ICP Junior Law Program? If a learner is on the ICP Junior Law Program, what is the outcome? Mhm. Thank you. Thank you very much, Coach Rasha, for expressing that. We have in the studio Fisher Mohammed, who is going to talk to us on the environmental pollution, which you had already given a brief about it before. So I'm guessing let's just dive into what Mohammed has got to share about it. Over to you, Mohammed.
Thank you. Today I'm going to speak about environmental pollution. The reason I chose environmental pollution is because environmental pollution is having a large impact in our society as a whole. It doesn't affect the humans, but animals, also the animals in our environment. How this affects the society is when gases are emitted to the atmosphere, people will get affected. People will get affected and have higher chances of getting diseases such as diseases or also getting
I'm guessing Mohammed Rifat is having connectivity issues and is unable to continue with his delivery. However, in the best interest of time, since we are very much nearing the 30th count on this program, I feel, Ms. Rasha, let's get into the conclusion point and let's see. And how long did these learners take to get to this particular point? Mm-hmm. 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 Thank you very much, Coach Rasha. Indeed, spoken from the heart in terms of what it is that you're looking forward for them to deliver and what you're expecting out of it. It's a very powerful way to go about it. However, there is more information about when the next law program is starting. So the applications are open. You will find the link and the details in the description of this particular video. Please be kind enough to reach out and connect with us. In the meantime, thank you very much for joining us. We have just reached the 30th minute. Wish you all the very best. Take care. Goodbye.
Colombo, are you really good with ideas but need help with expressing and presenting it to your team or an audience or a group of people, whatever you might call it? I have had these similar problems too. Sometimes we know what to say, how to say it, but the struggles to express it to an audience is tough to understand, and expression becomes almost impossible. I needed help. We need help. Practice, and most importantly, coaching. Now I am able to express myself. I am trying to master the skills of presentation, but perfection is a process and it's a journey. Anything to become a public speaker and to be confident is my game, and I like to do it. So do yourself a favor. Join me, click the link and sign up, and I shall be able to give you a free consultation on how we can go about the next